It's a story of unequal courage, valor, and determination. A Navy SEAL sacrifices his life to save the lives of others. In 2005, Lieutenant Michael Murphy and his team were surrounded and attacked by more than 50 Taliban gunmen in Afghanistan. Caught in a deadly firefight that lasted 2 hours, Michael, the team leader, knowingly left his position of cover to get a radio signal to call in reinforcements. That is when he was shot and he was killed. In 2007, Michael's parents received his Medal of Honor in his honor. Today, his spirit lives on in the new book, Seal of Honor. We're joined right now by the author and Michael's dad. Gary Williams is here, and Dan Murphy is here. Welcome back to both of you.
Good morning.
Thank you. All right, Gary, there's no doubt in hearing that story why you chose Michael to write about. What made you thought, I gotta tell this story in more detail?
Well, I was in the process of writing another book and about the most decorated in each of our wars starting in World War I. And when I got to Afghanistan, Michael's story was so compelling that I put that story aside and have concentrated on Seal of Honor since that time, 10.5 years ago.
And you did a great job, and you picked the right guy. And Dan, in talking about your son, we got you a couple of days after getting the medal at the White House.
That's correct.
Extremely emotional. How, now that your story's out there in international fame, how do you think your son is being remembered?
Well, I think what I appreciate the fact that Gary did such a detailed job here. This isn't just a story about Michael and his SEAL team. This is really a story about America, because every parent of a serviceman or servicewoman that's now in the armed services has to suffer through and what we did, which is, do you have to worry about that knock at the door in the middle of the night at 11 o'clock telling you that your son or daughter has been wounded or killed? And
you had to. And unfortunately, a lot of people feel as though the military somehow, some way along the line, have stopped being heroes. Do you find that?
No, I think going across America, I think most people recognize that there are heroes among us, and it's just not our servicemen. It's also that gentleman who jumped on the train tracks to save that woman's life in the New York City subway.
And that's a great incident. But Gary, these are people that gave up their lives and their careers and their families. That's a great moment for him, and certainly heroic. But this is different, isn't it?
Oh, I believe so. And I think Dan is being modest. His son is a national hero. And there's no question about that, as all of our special operators who are at the very tip of the spear when it comes to fighting the global war on terror.
And we'll see, because a lot of people feel as though, you know, you have national cemeteries that are not getting the visits they have or the respect they have, and the ceremonies aren't there. Dan Murphy, thanks so much. We always love seeing you. And this is a great book, Gary. Congratulations on it. It's called Seal of Honor.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for having us.
No problem. Straight ahead.